Hello guys and welcome back to another video. Today is the World Cup predictions for Thursday the 25th of June, another 6-game day. Obviously don't know anything, well, long story short, I'm recording this on Saturday the 20th of June, so 5 days prior to this prediction and 6 days prior to the Friday predictions that we'll be doing also. I'm going to get straight into it though, and I think quite easily I'm going to put Ivory Coast to beat Curacao. Just don't think Curacao have got enough to get any result in this competition. Ivory Coast will obviously, I think they're playing Germany today as I record this. Obviously got the W against Ecuador, but if they lose to Germany, they may need a point at least in the final game. So they will be hoping to win this game, a win or get them second probably, depending on Ecuador's results. But I think Ivory Coast should win this and win this easily. Curacao by this point should be eliminated because I expect Ecuador to beat Curacao, which will mean they'll have 0 points after 2 games. So I think Ivory Coast will win, and I think they will win 3-0, and that will solidify their spot in the knockout rounds. The second game in Group E is Ecuador versus Germany. I'm actually going for a bit of an upset here. There won't be favourites, I don't think, but I'm actually going to go for Ecuador to win. Like I say, I think Ecuador will beat Curacao, and so they will have 3 points after 2 games. They will probably need at least 1 in the last game to get into the knockouts, so there will be solid defensively, and I can just see Germany not being able to break down the Ecuador defence, and Ecuador nicking 1 on the counter attack or from a set piece or something. I think it'll be a close game. I think Germany could be qualified and rotate in this game, so I think Ecuador will win it, but I think it'll be 1-0 or 2-1 to Ecuador, and then all 3 of those teams, three of the 4 teams in that group, apart from Curacao, obviously, will go through to then qualify in the next round of 32. The next game of the day is Japan versus Sweden in Group F. This is another interesting game. I'm actually going to go for a draw in this game. I expect Japan to beat Tunisia, so that will put them on 4 points. And then the draw in this game will put them on 5, which should allow them to qualify. I think Sweden will lose to the Dutch today, and they will be on 3 points therefore. So I think a point here will pretty much qualify both of these for the knockout round, and I think it will be a 1-1 draw. I think both teams will most likely go through, and I think the team that will top the group will be the Dutch, who play Tunisia in the second game, and I think the Dutch will win quite convincingly. I really don't rate Tunisia. They could prove me wrong later today and actually get a point, like pick up a win against Japan or a point against Japan, but I think the Dutch will win, and I think the Dutch will win 3 or 4-0. So I'll go Japan, Sweden 1-1, Tunisia, Netherlands 4-0. I will go to the Netherlands. I can't get my words out. The next game is a bit of a dead rubber. You've got USA who've already topped the group. Turkey who are basically out. I think USA will be wise to rotate a bit here. They may just want to keep holding on the points and keep up the momentum, but I think they'll be wise to rotate the squad a bit. I think even with that, Turkey won't beat them, and I think it'll be a draw. I think it'll be 2-2 maybe. Actually, I'm just going to go for a 0-0. Just a 0-0 draw, because Turkey haven't even scored yet this competition, and if the Americans do rotate, they won't have as much attacking threat as they do in the starting 11 or the main 11. So I think that will be 0-0. And then the final game, I'm actually going for a Paraguay win. I feel like I've been underestimating Paraguay in my predictions. They obviously got a win against Turkey last night as I record this with 10 men. They're solid defensively. And I just don't think Australia did well against Turkey to win 2-0, but I don't think they've got that much good talent going forward. They've obviously got Rincunda, but I don't think they'll be strong enough to get through the Paraguayan defence. I feel like the Paraguayans are more defence first, so they will just be solid at the back, hit them on the counter, and they've got pace on the counter attack. And I think Paraguay will win this 1-0. So those are my predictions for Thursday. I think Ivory Coast will win. I think Ecuador will win. I think Sweden, Japan will be a draw. I think the Dutch will win. I think Turkey, USA will be a draw. And I think Paraguay will beat Australia. If you disagree with my opinion, let me know in the comments down below and tell me what you think the scores will be. If you've enjoyed the video, drop a like, subscribe to the channel, and I'll see you guys next time for another video.